know this is the front of the stage over here, and that is the side of the stage over there. Now you'll notice that there are people with video cameras here to take movies, or videos, as the correct expression would be, of the participants in the program. If you happen to be sitting near one, please don't stand up. Once you sit down, please stay down, otherwise they'll have home movies at the back of your head, which is not the reason they have the video cameras set up. And we'll be starting here in just a few minutes. Go ahead and make yourselves as comfortable as can be. I'll be letting you know at a later point in the show about some very exciting specials going on in the mall tonight only. Where you can get some great fashion and save yourself a lot of money. Whichever that is. Used to be, not since they stopped the James Bond auditions. You know. Feel somewhat like a waiter, you know, how many people in your party. Like, in case you get invited to something formal. Those things come on. And they have these at Robinson's. You can even get them with the day glow and the metal plate and the paisley. This is more of my style. Welcome, come on in, sit down, make yourselves comfortable. There is some still, let me try that again. There is still some room in the front of the stage. This is the front. And you can tell that because it says New Sensations on the front. For a long time I couldn't figure out why they put New Sensations on the side because I was standing over there. And then someone pointed out I was standing on the side. And moved over. Make yourselves comfortable, sit down. There's a lot of specials going on in the mall tonight that I'll be telling you about. I'd like to tell you right now a little bit about what you're going to see. Now, this is something new and different for the mall. In fact, it's something new and different for most types of back-to-school fashion shows. Usually, probably the type of fashion shows you've seen in the past, the people come out in the outfit with a sign on them that tells where it's from, and they walk and they turn and they go sit down. Well, that's nice. You get to see the fashions and you get to see where they're from. But this year, the mall decided to have a lot more fun with it. To come up with a way of having it move, be fun for the people in it, and entertaining for you, the audience. And so that's exactly what they did. Complicated process. An all-dancing, totally choreographed production with lots of people in it, and lots of music, and lots of movement, and lots of fun means a lot of work. And anything that's that much fun is a heck of a lot of work. Nancy Wells choreographed, put together this entire show, which means an amazing amount of work, from creating the original dances for each tune, to match the mood, the outfits, to teach the routines to the kids, for the kids to rehearse, is a lot of work. Amazing amount. So a lot of thanks goes to Nancy, and an incredible amount of thanks goes to the kids and the parents of the kids who found out what it's like to be in show business. It's a lot of work, and very demanding, but also rewarding because it's entertaining and it's fun and gives a real feeling of accomplishment. And, you know, there's a little bit of stage fright, you know, first night and only night jitters. But hey, no one knows what the dancers are supposed to look like, so no one will know if you made a mistake. It's okay. So I think this is going to be a lot of fun. All the clothes you're going to see, of course, from Hatfields, The Closet, Robinsons, and Jay Jacobs, who've been very cooperative and helpful to this entire production. And all of them are having super specials tonight until 9 o'clock in honor of this fashion show. And I'll be telling you about those in just a few minutes. But if everybody backstage is ready, what? Oh, yes, the set? Nice, huh? Leslie King did this. Thank you, Leslie. Well done. Brilliant job. Are they ready back there, Nancy? Yes? Yes? Okay. New Sensations, 1988.
deeper. It makes me sweat. I'm lonely. Can't think it out. Gonna live my life. I'm lonely. Can't think it out. Gonna live my life. So slide over here and give me a moment. Your moves are so raw. I've got to let you know. I've got to let you know. So slide over here and give me a moment. I've got to let you know. I've got to let you know. You're one of my kind.
Don't go anywhere. This is what's known as a natural break in the program, which means that they get to change their clothes. Because after all, this is a fashion show, and they can't wear the same thing the entire evening. The mall is doing it to put on something fun for you, to show off the fashions. So all in all, it's working out fine. I'm going to put down these pieces of paper, and then we'll see what happens next. Come on, take a bow. Shake hands. All the participants of New Sensations, come on out. These people work so hard. Might as well come up and give the appreciation you certainly deserve. And Leslie, where's Leslie? Leslie, come here, Leslie. Come up on your set. Get a hand. Nancy, where's Nancy Wells? Nancy Wells. Find Nancy Wells and get up here too so she can get a hand. This is Nancy Wells. She put this together for you. Give her a hand. Thanks again to everyone, all the stores, all the participants, and to Robinsons for letting me look like this, all dressed up. Should have been tuxes there, huh? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Shop till you drop. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed the show. There's lots of bargains and all the stores involved tonight.
We're on our way to visit Rich again at Big Lake Youth Camp. I've been driving and just had Tootie pull over, drive a little bit because I wanted to have an opportunity to take a few pictures of some of the scenery here. It's another beautiful sunny day here in Oregon. Been on the road about 2 hours so far. Off in the distance, I don't know whether you can see it or not, but there's Mount Hood. A little bit hazy back there. You see the Snake, not the Snake, but the Columbia River. Over here to the right, it's a wide, beautiful river. There are a lot of sailboarders that come out here on the river and sailboard because it's quite windy. I just got out of the car a moment ago to get the camcorder and it was really pretty windy then. But I think the scenery is quite attractive out there. Michelle's sleeping. She's been sleeping for almost the whole trip so far. Over here is my beautiful wife. Honey, you look pretty today.
Dad, get the river.
Okay. Swing around here and get some more of the scenery. My wife's so self-conscious, she doesn't like for me to get anything. Swing on around here and get some out the side window. You can see the mountain on the other side of the river there. It's pretty barren looking. Over here is one of the port facilities along the river where the farmers will store their grain and load the barges to take the grain on down to Portland. This road here will take you on into Portland, about 150 miles from here. As you can see, the river is quite wide, probably pretty deep at this point. oasis out in the middle of the desert. It's an orchard. You can see it in the distance there. It has the taller trees surrounding it to protect it from the wind. You can see the rocky cliff there just above the Columbia River in the distance. I'm not sure. It's probably an apple orchard over there. Another view of the orchard with the river in front of it. Quick view of the mountains. We're continuing our little drive on into what's called Biggs, Old Oregon. That's where we will change highways and head south towards Bend. Here in the distance you can see the Columbia River again. Quite a wide river. As it winds its way on into Portland. Side. This is called the Laylock Canyon. Quite a picturesque little place. On our way to Biggs, which won't be very far away. Off in the distance is Mount Hood. Not sure how well this will turn out. A bit of a haze. Passed by a car. There you see what are called the John Day locks. This is John Day Lock and Dam. The locks here on the Columbia River and upstream along the Snake River, they have quite a drop. Along the Snake, I know the water drops about 100 feet. These barges need to be blocked through.
Oh, I get this thing go. Go fast.
At the top button there. Well, we're just continuing on our way along to Biggs. We should be at Biggs in another 7 or 8 minutes. Then we'll turn south and head towards Bend. Off in the distance, just the tip of the mountain, or St. Helens or Mount Hood. Tidewater barge. Looks like it's taking a load of lumber down to Portland. You can see the water hitting up in front of it. It's quite a windy day and pretty wavy water. Rock formations on these hills around here are really kind of interesting looking. When Richard's with us, he's always talking and explaining from his geology classes what these different things represent. As you can see, there's very little vegetation on the mountains around here. Well, here we are. We're about a quarter of a mile from our turnoff. And there's to Sisters, Oregon. Thought I would stop while I had an opportunity here and get some pictures of the scenery and mountains. It's a pretty sunny day. I hope these pictures will turn out okay. We'll get a closer up shot of some of the mountains in the distance here. There are not too many evergreen trees noticeable here, although we've passed quite a few. By. There's several cars. There's Michelle getting out. Getting something out of the trunk. In the distance there we have the mountains. There's Michelle trying to get back in the car. I think she's trying to coax her mom out of the front seat so she can sit in the front. There's Didi sticking her head out the door.
Watch who's talking.
Didi's trying to get me to come back in. Having to stop and let the cars get by. Try one more time to get a close-up of some of these mountains in the distance. These are what they refer to as the sisters, the twin sisters, the mountains in the distance. Let's take a close-up pan around. I'm not sure what the mountain is that we're coming up on here in just a moment. I'm not sure whether it's Mount Hood or Mount Bachelor. I think it's probably Mount Bachelor. Let me pan back around and get Tootie here.
You wanted a picture of me, you wouldn't get it.
Here, honey. Turn around. And we'll pan on around. I think that must be Mount Hood. Right there in the distance. Stopped at a little wayside rest area that's also an overlook. There's an historic bridge here. This tells a little bit about Oregon history. Peter Skeen Ogden. This park is named Peter Skeen Ogden. 1793. 1703 to 1793 to 1854. In the fall of 1825, Ogden led Hudson's Bay Company trading party on the first recorded journey into Central Oregon, crossing the country to the north and east into the Crooked River Valley, not far above here. He was in the vicinity again in 1826, bound for the Army Basin and the Klamath region when he discovered Mount Shasta. Ogden was an important figure. In the early fur trade, arranged over all the West. He rescued surveyors of the Whitman Massacre, or rescued the survivors of the Whitman Massacre. Ogden, Utah was named for him. We'll walk over now and take a look over the cliff. Here we are looking at the bridge we just crossed with the car going towards Sisters. This is a fairly steep canyon, as you can see here. The river is way down below here. We are looking down over this little fence here. The lady just stopped to tell me. She asked me if I was from Oregon, and I told her no, I wasn't. And she gave me a little bit of history about this gorge. She said about 20 years ago, two lesbians threw two little children over this cliff here where I'm standing, killed them. associated with what she had done. Terrible, terrible tragedy to think about throwing two children over this cliff. It's an extremely high cliff, as you can see. Off in the distance, we may not be able to see for that trestle there, but the mountains are over there in the distance. And there's my lovely wife walking back towards the car. And here's just another shot down the other side of the canyon.
Get a picture of my eye.
I know you're too close.
Well, get a picture of my eye.
Can't, you're too close.
Okay.
Hi, honey.
Bye,
Well, here we are in our little, it's not a cabin, we're in a room in the headquarters building. This is room M2. And we've got 4 beds. As you can see, we just arrived here at Big Lake. It's not a very large room. We have a little dresser over here and a little shelf to put a few things on. And of course, here was the door. Tootie and Michelle just went out. Over here at the window, we can look out, and right down there is one of the cabins where some of the campers stay. And on down the hill is in the direction of the camp, the lake.
You're going to see a miracle play for church. It is just incredible. But we're going to sing this song now. It talks about a man who followed God. And because he followed God, he was able to do great things. Can you imagine seeing this man stretch his rod out over the Red Sea and the waters parted? Well, let's sing this song. It's number 4. Hasn't been sung yet all week, but yet it's on your top 10 countdown. Pharaoh, Pharaoh. As you know, when you sing this song, you can't really do it when you're sitting down. And you go like this. You sing, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, it goes like that. We all sing together on the chorus, and then I've got the verse that tells the story. It goes like this. I said, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I said, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, the bird and bush told me the other day that I should come over here and say I gotta get my people out of Pharaoh's hand and lead them all to the promised land. I said, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I said, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, me and God's people coming to the Red Sea, and Pharaoh's army coming after me. Well, I raised my rod, held it in my hand, and all of God's people walked on dry land. I said, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. Yeah, our second song straight from the Old Testament, Pharaoh, Pharaoh. The first one was Noah, and on the countdown, that's our second song that we have from the Old Testament Bible story. It's now time for song number 3. And song number 3 all summer has been at number 1, but this week it drops down to position number 3 in our countdown. It's that song we sing when we think that all the things we have are pretty neat. But you know what? Nothing compares to the sweet love of God. At number 3, I like bananas. I like bananas. I think that bananas are sweet. I like the wine. Nothing can beat that sweet love of God. And I was walking around the circle 5 miles an hour, trying to find my way back to my heavenly Father. The world takes a sweet, and it's a shower, and it's a fear, and the sea is power. I like bananas. I think the bananas are sweet. I like the life. Nothing can beat that sweet love of God. I like bananas. I think the bananas are sweet. I like the life. Nothing can beat that sweet love of God. And I was walking around in circles 5 miles an hour, trying to find my way back to my heavenly Father. The world takes a sweet, and it turns sour. Then I took him in and received his power. I like bananas. I think the bananas are sweet. I like the life. Nothing can beat that sweet love of God. Just one more song before we've made our way all the way to your favorite songs for Tween Camp 1988. It's time now for song number 2. And you know when Jesus is in your hearts, it's a reason to smile again. We had a song many summers ago called Got a Reason for Living Again. But this song is brand new this summer. And it says, Grin Again Gang gets gung-ho about Jesus. Behind a big lake smile, yes. Grin again, gang gets gung-ho about Jesus. Smile, sweet Jesus, all your sins, things back your way. Like a brother really goes, a bunch of men, what's it gonna, what's it better, what's behind a big lake smile. Grin again, gang gets gung-ho about Jesus. Grin again, gang gets gung-ho about Jesus. Smile, sweet Jesus, all your sins, things back your way. Like a brother really goes, a bunch of men, what's it gonna, what's it better, what's behind a big lake smile. Grin again, gang gets gung-ho about Jesus. Grin again, gang gets gung-ho about Jesus. Smile, sweet Jesus, all your sins, things back your way. Like a brother really goes, a bunch of men, what's it gonna, what's it better, what's behind a big lake smile. Grin again, gang gets gung-ho about Jesus. One more time, here we go. Grin again, gang gets gung-ho about Jesus. Smile, sweet Jesus, all your sins, things back your way. Like a brother really goes, a bunch of men, what's it gonna, what's it better, what's behind a big lake smile. Gung-ho about Jesus. Trin again, gang gets gung-ho about Jesus. That's song number 2, and song number 1 is coming up. Your favorite song, but first, John Beatty's going to tell you about one last skit that we're going to have, and then, as soon as it's over, we'll have your favorite song for this week. The other night after campfire, as I was walking back to my room, I looked up at the sky and it was clear and you could just see millions and millions of stars up in the sky. And as I looked up at those stars, I wondered, man, if God created all those stars, there's probably people somewhere out there on other planets, how could he possibly be thinking of us here at Big Lake Youth Camp? I mean, there's so few of us, then there's the rest of the world, and then who knows how many other worlds out there in the rest of the universe. But the Bible tells us that God cares about us, and that God knows each one of us individually. He knows us so well, the Bible tells us that he knows the number of hairs on our head. Imagine that. I mean, I know myself pretty well, but I don't know how many hairs I have on my head. I don't think anybody knows that God knows The Bible doesn't tell us much about Jesus when he was your age or my age, but we do know that when Jesus was 12, he came to a point in his life where he was wondering what he was going to do the rest of his life. He found out that his mission was to save the world, to die for you and me, so that we could be with him forever. But you know, I imagine that when Jesus was a kid, when he was 12 years old or 13 years old, like a lot of you are, the other kids probably made fun of him. They probably teased him because he was probably a little different than the rest of the kids on the block. Jesus made it. And even when he grew up, you know, the Bible tells us that people teased him, made fun of him. They even slapped him because they didn't think he was doing the right thing. They thought he was a little weird. They slapped him and whipped him, and eventually they laid him down on a cross, drove nails through his feet and his hands, put a crown of thorns on his head, and they put that cross up, and he died for you and me. You know, Jesus went through a lot more than we'll ever have to go through. But all of that he went through, he knows how we feel. Even in the bad times that we had. You know, when Jesus was a kid, he probably had some days that weren't so great, days where kids teased him a lot. As he was growing up, he got teased a lot, made fun of. And you know, he knows what it's like when we have those times. He came from a poor family. Maybe some of you come from a family that doesn't have a lot of money. Jesus knows what it's like to come from a family that doesn't have a lot of money.
Excuse me, sir. I was just wondering what you think of the phrase, blessed are the poor. Poor? You need a dime, bud? Buy yourself a coffee. No, thanks, sir. I don't want your dime. I want your opinion. Is my dime not good enough for you? No, I'm sure it is, but I mean, listen here, pal. A dime don't buy nickels nowadays. I mean, look at our economy. All these people out of work and wander around the streets like you, and if all you people would get a job, we wouldn't have unemployment, bud. Well, I'm sure there's some validity in that statement somewhere, but look at that. $3.50, and it's not even jumbo, bud. You've got some nerve hassle with my hard-earned cash. What? Get yourself a job. This is my job. Man, it's kind of rough out here. A native. Excuse me, sir. I'm just asking people their opinion of different phrases from sacred literature, and I'm wondering if you could offer
Yeah, but
yours.
make it snappy, boy. I'm really in a hurry. Let's go. Come on,
What
make
do
it
you
snappy.
think of the phrase, blessed are the merciful?
Mercy! Are you a draft dodger? Are you from Canada?
No,
Hey, boy.
no, sir. I didn't even vote for Goldwater.
Good boy. I served my country, yes, sirree. I did. Korean War, 1939.
No, I think it was 1952.
You gonna doubt my word, boy?
No, sir. No, sir.
No. Good. Got wounded, too. See that right there? See that? Got hit with a spatula in the mess hall. Mean! You talking about mercy? There's no mercy in my family. Grew up with 8 brothers and sisters. I did. Yes, sirree, Bob. Survival of the fittest in our family it was.
No kidding.
That's right. You take Sunday dinner, for example. Picture this, boy. We're all sitting around the table. All 8 of us there. And I says to old guy, I said,
How ugly was she?
she's so ugly we used to throw a CB on her and drive her around in the truck. But anyway, we're sitting there at the table, and I said to the old guy, I said, oh, well, pass me the butter. She says, butter? You want butter? Wham! And she hit me just like that right there. So I run through the other side of the table. I said, Jed, how about pass me some taters? He said, taters? You want taters? Wham! He hits me just like that right there. So I go over the other side of the table, I said, hey, you all right there, boy? I'm sorry, I got plumb carried away with myself there, boy. It happens sometimes. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, I'm fine, I think.
Now, you wasn't listening to me anyhow.
No, really, I was. Oh, finally, at last, a nice lady. Excuse me, miss. Sorry, I was just wondering if you might offer your opinion on a phrase from sacred literature.
I might.
Well, what do you think of the phrase, blessed are the meek?
Meek? Did you
I think you'd be okay, just this once. Okay. What do you think of the phrase, blessed are the peacemakers? Peacemaker? You ever try to be a peacemaker with two older brothers? Well, it's not very easy. Like the other day, they wanted to play football. And everybody knew you can't play football with just two people. So I said, okay, I'll be peacemaker. I'll play football with you. That was really nice of you. Oh, yeah? Well, then you tell me I was going to be the football. You think I give you a peacemaker for you? You're crazy. Ow! 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 Whoa! I just love little kids. They're so cute. Ow! Ah! I don't have to take this. This is ridiculous. Right. Okay, one more try is one more try. Excuse me, sir, but what do you think of the phrase, blessed are those who are persecuted and reviled against, and all manner of evil said against them for righteousness' sake?
All summer long, this song has been number 2. This week, it moves up to song number 1. Last summer, the number 1 song came all the way from South Africa. And this summer, this number 1 song also found its way across the many miles and was brought to us by Vusi Kamalo all the way from South Africa. It's that song that says, running over, my heart is full and running over. That's number 1 for Tween Camp 1988. Running over, running over, my heart is full and running over. Running over, running over, my heart is full and running over. Jesus died for me, I am happy and free. My heart is full and running over. Jesus died for me, I am happy and free. That's number 1 to our Tween Camp 1988. Running over, my heart is full and running over. That's the end of our countdown. You know, as you've come to camp this summer, you probably saw a lot of new things. When you came into the lodge there to eat, you probably saw those nice tables that are right now. We'd like to have 4 new canoes. We've had some old canoes that we've had here for several years. They're aluminum canoes. We'd like to replace those with some plastic ones that'll be a little bit more durable and last a little bit longer. We need 12 dining room tables at $500 each. 1 photographic enlarger at $1,000. 2 windsurfers, $300 each. 4 cameras at $160. 2 slide projectors, $300. 10 archery bows, $90 each. 2 computer, so it'll make us able to print out and to produce a lot of things for our PR and work like that. Thank you, buddy. We need 17 heaters for our cabins to keep you guys warm when it gets cold. $365 each. 1 tractor with front loader, $8,000. 4 English saddles, $300 each. 5 saddle blankets for $20 each, and
We could use new and used cowboy boots for campers who didn't have boots to bring that they brought with them to camp. We'd like to have 2 pairs of Goodyear water skis at $150 each, a new Big Lake rocket, a steam jacket kettle for the kitchen. That's not something you wear. 20 backpacks at $80 each, 10 3-man tents, 25.
Richard, do you have a jacket? I'm kind of cold. He calls everyone's face in the red marks. That's what he missed. And I told him those in front of mine. And he broke his claw. He passed him as he... Maybe because he passed some of the fundamentals. What do you want? Hi! Maybe he missed things that weren't as important. And you missed things that were more important. I got ripped. I want to go talk to Miss. Come look at your son's bedroom. Come look at your son's bedroom. Come here. Come look at your son's bedroom. We're showing her your bedroom.
Yeah, it's messy. This store really. Man. You get a picture of your son's room.
Okay.
He's a slob. What a pigsty. What a pigsty, man. This guy's a slob. Look at his bed. Look at his bed.
Talking about me being a pig.
Hi, you can't see my bum. Look at my bum.
These guys couldn't even get honor cabin this week.
We didn't want it. Honor cabin, no way. Hey, he said he was going to give us Satan stone.
We did. We got it once.
Oh, you got a 10 one time.
Yeah, but they didn't give us
Get a picture of his bed.
the bed. Get the picture of the bed.
Huh?
Look at that. Look at that. He's always doing his hair.
Some hairspray leak out.
No, make it no. Always doing hair. He never uses this stuff either, man. This stuff, he's had this forever. He never uses it. We got you in trouble.
Hey, hold on.
Is it raining in here?
Make alarm. It's too hot here. Oh, look at all this stuff, man. She's a man. Look at what he's up to these people do on the raft.
Oh, we don't put on.
Get a picture of this house. Rich. And you know, he get a picture. No way. I went like this. See, I went like this. I pulled down his arms and it hurts. Yeah, and he called me feeble. Rich.
He's just so rude.
You said
So rude, man. Running
it's
past
all Satan stones. Smurf stones.
with this.
Man, how did they get rich? Gosh, I take it off.
You should put the label. Jeez.
Big whoop. I think you should beat up your son because he said he was going to give us Satan stones. I know.
Why did he say that?
What are they?
The second day, the first means we've been bad. Get out here! And he told us we were lazy. He told us we were lazy.
No, on the couch every day.
He called us lazy. He's a child abuser, man. I got welts. That's for people snapping your cows.
Have you boys been naughty this week? Or what?
No, not us. We're Hell's naughty.
Not
We're
it.
little Hell's Angels.
Hey, this line's not too straight. No
Our
more
halo hangs
practice
up
today.
Hey,
Joel?
what? You get to do this? Your mother's here. I'm looking at the camera, man.
Okay, let's head down there.
Let's go, boys.
Shell, turn back around this way, honey. Okay, stop it now.
Hold on.
Mash the button.
That's Dad, believe it or not. Isn't he kind of skinny?
Moments like these, I sing out a song. I sing out a love song to Jesus. In moments like these, I lift up my hands. I lift up my hands to the Lord, singing, I love you, Lord. Singing, I love you, Lord. Singing, I love you, Lord. I love you. In moments like these, I sing out a song. I sing out a love song to Jesus. In moments like these, I lift up my hands. I lift up my hands to the Lord, singing, I love you, Lord. Singing, I love you, Lord. Singing, I love you, Lord. I love you. Singing, I love you, Lord. Singing, I love you, Lord. Singing, I love you, Lord. I love you.
the headquarters building. This is where we're spending the night. They have several different rooms on the upper floor with bunk beds, and they charge $5 per person per night to stay there. Here's the flagpole out in front of the headquarters. There's the bell, I guess they ring to wake people in the morning or whatever. These are the cabins that are on the girls' side of the campground, in a triangular shape. We're just panning on around. This cabin is for, as you can see on the sign, the boys' director. That's where Paul Dibdahl stays this year, since he's the boys' director. Over here on this other side is the boys' area, of course. And headquarters is one of the first buildings you come to when you come into the camp. Does it get old after a while, Rich, getting your picture taken?
Yeah, you know it does.
Taking care of these kids.
Dad, I want the keys to the lodge.
Nobody ever takes my picture, that's the problem.
Dad, I want the keys to the
Sean,
lodge.
you take that toilet and let Daddy get yours.
You're gonna give it to me.
You went in there after a chair, didn't you?
I went in there to make sure they...
Mrs. Richard Carlson.
Chair.
With her tongue sticking out. And that is her husband, who thinks he's cool.
Her husband and your father, dear.
That's not my father. I don't claim any of you.
Well,
And that is
I
your
don't know where my other relative. There it is. That is Richard. Don't get him.
No.
And that is one of his little people who bug the heck out of him every day. His cabin number 5.
I don't know. Today, it's all probably about 10 after, so another 20 minutes.
They only rest for 20 minutes.
Something like that.
where'd you go on your day off this time, Rich?
Oh my God.
Nowhere really. Larry was up here.
Picking your nose.
We went down to Scout Lake. Went on that rope swing down there.
Is that a different lake?
Yeah, it's just down the mountain. a ways.
Joe Cool.
That's pretty fun. It's a lake.
It's gonna go kill. It's going to go kill him. Zoom in on the blood and guts. I am.
We shouldn't need to eat any supper bowls.
Speak for yourself.
I think it's $3.50 for a bowl of soup and that. That's probably what it will be.
I'll just check it out first, dear, to see what they've got, see what the kids are eating. If it looks good, get
That's
it.
a fake smile.
If it doesn't, forget it.
Michelle, how old are you? Are you sure you're just 13? Have you got a sunburn? Is that one of the places you live?
I don't know. I don't think I have a sunburn.
Did you go get a haircut somewhere?
Cut it himself.
Sun in. Let me
I
cut
haven't
it.
cut it all in the back.
We can tell.
They kicked me out of camp. I'll just leave it the last 2 weeks. Who cares?
All right,
For a haircut.
Mr. Rebel.
How come everybody else? I told you to get a haircut.
You're actually acting like part of the
Yeah,
family
your
now.
sisters are getting a good one.
Well, I don't want to
Zoom
waste
in
my
on that
time.
hair. Isn't
I
that
cut
cool?
it myself a little bit.
Come red with sun in.
Did Larry go back?
Mr. America.
Your sweatshirt's dirty too. Look at it.
Where is Larry, Rich, by the way? Clarkson. Oh, Clarkson, Washington?
There's my mother.
Hi, daughter.
I get up there occasionally.
Isn't she
Yep,
pretty
that's where he is.
cute?
I'm pretty cool.
How's he liking it?
All right.
All right.
Clarkston's not a great place. It's just a small town.
Zoom in on that
Yeah.
nose.
Got a
Larry.
real easy job. Doesn't really have to do much. How much does he get paid? The same we get paid up at camp.
Yeah, but you're getting an experience. It's good for you.
Well, he is too. He lives up in high school.
Larry Brunt.
Yes.
This will help him with his.
Rich, you want to take some?
There's some of the scenery.
Shall let Richard take some.
What's fade for? That's if you want to have it picture gradually fade out like they do in some of these old.
All right. That's cool.
It's got a little infrared focus thing. That's what makes it focus. What are these little lights? There's a little light, like a little light bulb inside here. Yeah, no, I think it just means that there's sufficient light. This little button right here where it says date and time. You mash that and the date and time will come on. Did they come on? It was on, but it just went off. Oh, okay. Well, then you can turn it back on.
You try to help, don't you?
Try to.
I didn't mean you. I didn't mean you. I meant him. And when I get him mad, no, you're the one who feels mad.
I have seen that. I didn't know what it was called. It's probably what I saw. Yeah, it's pretty neat. Got a red face and white hair. I'm rereading that book about Custer, Rich. Rereading it, huh? Yeah. I've threatened your mom. I'm telling her I'm going to take off and go up there and visit it.
Is that supposed to be a threat or promise that says?
Honey, I'm going to do it.
Take you with him.
I don't.
The two of you are going to go camp
You all ought
out
to
at
go up
Bill's.
and take some pictures at Sahalee Falls. Where's that? Go down the road in the opposite direction that you came from camp. Instead of going right, when you get to the highway, you go left. You take off down that road, and then you make another left and another left, and you run into it.
Richard, where's the water fountain?
It's probably about 30 miles away. 20. None of your face is in the shade.
Richard, where's the water fountain?
Huh?
I'm gonna came out from under her bed, but I broke this. She's like trash under there. It's on that letter.
Cabin they call the Hawks.
Pronto?
Hmm?
Now, want it?
Give it to me. And there came the standing ovation.
Let me record these guys for posterity here. They must have the cleanest. They must have the cleanest bunk in the
Hey, man.
cabin in the whole place.
Man, look at this bunk, man. Beautiful, man. Look how well kept it is. Look at me. Look at this bunk. It's beautiful. Only a few grease spots because somebody put lotion on it. Hey, let me see the tattoo.
Howdy, yes, howdy.
Hate the certificate. I want the ribbon, dude.
Whoops.
Greg, certificate, son.
Michelle, you're not supposed
You a stag.
Don't play tricks with my mark.
Okay, I'm gonna drop Randall here in a second.
No, you're not, but I'll just hold on.
Okay, no.
No, let's
Oh.
You guys!
let go of my leg!
If you don't let go of him,
Okay.
I'm gonna do some
Calm
serious
down.
bodily damage.
Let go of my leg, you scuss! I didn't have your leg. Ooh, now this is a tough woman. Ooh, man.
Don't ask me who these people are, but
Line up! Come on, bud, come on. Line up! No way, bud. That's how it's
smart right there.
No way. Man, she's way hard.
This kid right here is like,
Man, get away. How big she is.
if Richard doesn't mind, I think I'm gonna kill off some of these people.
She's going into
That is my brother. He's really having a good time.
Richie's rough with his kids.
Oh, shut it.
Hey, let Daddy take it.
Dad, I want to take
They're doing the baptism first.
You're still recording, Michelle. What are you doing?
You do it. I
Look,
don't
it's
want it,
running
Shelby.
right now, Michelle. Don't you see that? It's running because you didn't turn it off. Michelle. Michelle.
Get the dog!
I'm interested in the dog.
Disgusting.
What are you doing up there in the rafters?
Steady. About ready to fall on my back.
I'd be surprised if it still should fall.
Well, if they fall, I'm hanging on up here or something. Do you have to get me while I'm eating?
Song now that talks about that big leg smile, the Grin Again Gang. And while we're singing this song, if Boosie Kamalo has made it here, we need you, Boosie, for the next couple songs. Grin Again Gang, yes, and all about Jesus. Smile, sweetie, Susie, so your friends say, send me away. Love your brother, real, because a bunch of better boys become a bunch of better boys behind a big leg smile. Grin again, gang, yes, and all about Jesus. Grin again, gang, yes, and all about Jesus. Smile, sweetie, Susie, so your friends say, send me away. Love your brother, real, because a bunch of better boys become a bunch of better boys behind a big leg smile. Grin again, gang, yes, and all about Jesus. Last summer's #1 song all the way from South Africa. With Jesus in the mess, so you can smile like the storm, smile like the storm, smile like the storm. With Jesus in the mess, so you can smile like the storm. As we were sailing low, sailing low, sailing, sailing low. With Jesus in the mess, so you can smile like the storm. As we were sailing low. In the vessel you can smile like the storm, smile like the storm. Love keeps bubbling over. Love keeps bubbling over. Hallelujah. Keeps bubbling over. Keeps bubbling over. Keeps bubbling over. Hallelujah. Over. 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 Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Yes. Jesus' love keeps bubbling over. Jesus' love keeps bubbling over. Jesus' love keeps bubbling over. Hallelujah.
Oh, yes. And then there's that song that goes, my God is great, my God is mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. My God is great, my God is mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. The mountains are his, the valleys are his, the stars are his handiwork too. My God is great, my God is mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. Do-do. My God is great, my God is mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. My God is great, my God is mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. The mountains are his, the valleys are his, the stars are his handiwork too. My God is great, my God is mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. Yes. My God is great. Yes, we have a couple songs that come straight from the Old Testament. The first one we're gonna do is that song about Noah. Remember we sing that part? Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. And he lived by and by. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. And he lived by and by.
The Lord looked down with his finger from the sky and said, I created man, and I don't remember why. I've been fighting since creation day. I'll send it to one. Was them all away. The Lord came down to look around there. Oh, there was Mr. Noah. He did mighty well. Then there is a residence which is called the Lord of the Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. And he lived by and by. The Lord said, Noah, there's going to be a flood. There's going to be some water. There's going to be some mud. So take off your head, Noah. Take off your coat. Because hell shall be given. Noah said, no, they don't believe a coat. The Lord said, Noah, just a little coat. You will never know what you can do till you're 50 cubits wide and 30 cubits high. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. And he lived by and by. Noah said, there she is, Lord. The Lord said, Noah, it's time to get a boat. Get the creatures, the he and the she, and put the stone in the whole family. Noah said, Lord, it's getting mighty dark. The Lord said, Noah, get the creatures in the ark. Noah said, Lord, we're getting the boat. The Lord said, no, hallelujah. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. And he lived by and by. So happy that he spoke to him. And after 40 days, Mr. Noah took a pill. He said, the Lord was the way away. And the Lord said, the sick God about Ararat. Noah said, Lord, it's getting mighty dry. The Lord said, Noah, see my name in the sky. Get all the creatures and people shut. And please tell me what to do. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. And he lived by and by. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. And he lived by and by. Give God a hand for all he's done. He's given us life and his only son. Let's all stand up, give God a hand. Give God a hand for the victory and all he's done for you and me. Let's all stand up, give God a hand. When we go out to a football game and somebody scores, we'll call his name and all the people stand up and clap and cheer. We'll take the game of life, my friends. It's been hard fought and it's near the end and the score is God 7 billion saying nothing. Give God a hand for all he's done. He's given us life and his only son. Let's all stand up, give God a hand. Give God a hand for the victory and all he's done for you and me. Let's all stand up, give God a hand. When you see actors upon the stage and you hear the truths and the words they say, when the curtain falls, you call the author's name. Like Shakespeare! Well, I've watched the play of life unfold, and I found it's just like the Bible told, and I want to praise the author before the end. Give God a hand. plays, it'd be downright a base to find that they can't rant, rave, and cheer and clap their hands. And some folks think that the house of God is a place to snooze and snore and nod, but we can wake them all up with the joyful sound of praise. You've got a hand for it all he's done, he's seen this life and it's always done. Let's all stand up, you've got a hand. You've got a hand for the victory and all he's done for you and me. Let's all stand up, you've got a hand. Let's all stand up, you've got a hand. Let's all stand up, you've got a hand. Who chose to follow Jesus. And because of that, his story has been recorded in the Bible for all of us to learn from and to see how God led in his life. That person is Moses. Yes, and as you know, you just can't do this song sitting down. Here we go, it goes like this. I said, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I said, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, the burden told me the other day that I should come over here and say I gotta get my people out of Pharaoh's hand and lead them all to the promised land. I said, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I said, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, me and God's people coming to the Red Sea, and Pharaoh's army coming after me. Well, they raised my rod, held it in my hand, and all of God's people walked on dry land. I said, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I said, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, the Pharaoh's army is coming too. So what do you think that I could do? Well, I raised my rod and I took my throat, and all of Pharaoh's army did the death and float. I said, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I said, Pharaoh, Pharaoh, oh baby, let my people go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let my people go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let my people go. That song now. It's not brand new this summer, but it's one we like to sing. He's alive again. He's alive again. Yeah, the sun will go away. He's alive again. He's alive again. He's alive again. I can hear the angels say that all the world rejoice. Everyone around here goes. They all around here goes. He's alive again. Yeah, the sun will go away. He's alive again. He's no longer any day. He's alive again. I can hear the angels say that all the world rejoice. Everyone around here goes. That all the world rejoice. He's alive. And I will magnify the Lord. Who is worthy to be praised. I will magnify the Lord. Who is worthy to be praised. The Lord is, and blessed be the rock, and blessed be the rock of my salvation. The Lord is, and blessed be the rock, and blessed be the rock of my salvation. I will magnify the Lord, who is worthy to be praised. I will magnify the Lord, who is worthy to be praised. The Lord liveth, and blessed be the rock, and blessed be the rock of my salvation. The Lord liveth, and blessed be the rock, and blessed be the rock of my salvation. It's time now to do a song we always say for Saturday night. It's a song that's called You Can't Stand Up. You can't stand up. You need the touch of a mighty hand. You can't stand up alone. And so welcome with me our background vocal group singers, the Guys General Staff.
I'll teach you your part. It goes like this. You kind of snap your fingers like this, or clap along. It goes like this. No, you can't stand up all by yourself. You can't stand up alone. Oh, you need the touch of a mighty hand. You can't stand up alone. Let me hear you sing. You can't stand up alone. Okay, let's do one more time. You've almost got it. Here we go. No, you can't stand up all by yourself. You can't stand up alone. Oh, you need the touch of a mighty hand. You can't stand up alone. Let me hear you say you can't stand up alone. Their part goes like this. Back here they go. You can't stand up. 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 Are they hot or what? They're going to do that when I start them. And I need one other thing. I'll tell them when to start, and I'll tell you when to start, but you got to help me with one more thing. When I point here, I need this group right here to say, Amen. Okay? When I point right here, okay? Here we go. Amen. Yes. And when I point here, I need you to say, Okay? Now, wait. When I point at you, here we go. Yes, and when I point over here, I need you to say, I like that. All right, here we go. All right, we're ready? The whole song goes like this. One of these days, I'm gonna take a vacation. Amen. Buy a home on a peaceful shore. And I'll cool these feet in those crystal waters. And I won't have to get up early and go to school anymore. And I just can't stand up all alone. Yes, you start first. No, you can't stand up all by yourself. You can't stand up alone. Oh, you need the touch of a mighty hand. You can't stand up alone. Let me hear you say you can't stand up alone. You can't stand up. Yes. Oh, trouble, I've seen trouble all around my door. So leave me alone, no man's trouble. Cause I don't need your trouble no more. Here we go. You can't stand up all by yourself. You can't stand up alone. Oh, you need the touch of a mighty hand. You can't stand up alone. Let me hear you say you can't stand up alone. They don't do it. Yes. Well, the voice comes down just like thunder, and a light all around me shone. He said, children, stand up and grab a hold of my hand. You just can't stand up all alone. Here we go. No, you can't stand up all by yourself. You can't stand up alone. Oh, you need the touch of a mighty hand. You can't stand up alone. Let me hear you sing. You can't stand up alone. You can't stand up alone. One more time. You can't stand up alone.
you'll come back next summer. You know, we're going to have more songs for you. We'll have some new classes. And we'll all have a chance to meet new friends. Let's plan on doing this again next summer, and we'll have a new theme song and all kinds of things. But most important, once again we'll meet and praise God and learn more about His Son, Jesus. We've had a chance to do that this week. I don't know about you, but my heart is full and running over. It is. And that's why we taught this theme song. We hope that you'll go home and teach your friends all these Big Lake songs and sing them with them during the year. Let's do our theme song now. One last time together, running over. My heart is full and running over. Running over, running over. My heart is full and running over. Running over, running over. My heart is full and running over. Jesus died for me. I am nothing yesterday. My heart is full and running over. Jesus died for me. I am nothing yesterday. My heart is full and running over. That's our Saturday night song service. Sabbath evening. We've had a good day and a good week. Thanks for singing. You've been a lot of fun.
Saturday night.
This is Dennis from Cabin 5. He's gonna have prayer tonight.
Please bow your heads. Dear Lord, thank you for this happy Sabbath we had today. And thank you for the fun we had. And for the nice 3 baptized. Amen.
It's that time once again for
Jesus,
Yes. It's that time when we like to call you up because you've been noticed doing something kind around camp. We'd like Aaron Keaton from cabin number 9.
with the capital P. I'm a promise to be anything God wants me to be. I am a promise. I am a possibility. I am a promise with the capital P. I am a great big personal. What can the others see?
routines, juggling routines, and you will see a skit entitled I Didn't Know That, which is a lot of Guinness Book of World Records events, which I think you'll really enjoy. To start off the evening, Rick and I are your MCs, so we thought we'd just introduce you to a little bit of the staff's talent by playing a piece for you. It's entitled The Flight of the Bumblebee. It is in G flat major, so just sit back and enjoy, all right? Let's try something a little easier.